Hi, I'm Danielle Swanson, and welcome to the very first vlog of the semester. Yay! And so, vlog number one is all about mindful reading, and to jump right into it, one of the first things we were assigned to read was from our textbook, Rhetorical Acts, chapter 2, which is entitled Reading Rhetorical Acts. So, the first thing they do in the essay is they talk about the word criticism and how most people have a negative connotation behind the word and how it's associated with being critical or attacking, which is definitely what I thought of when I read the word critical. I immediately go there like, oh, someone's trying to attack me, they're giving me criticism, they're pointing out all my mistakes. But then the book talks more in depth about it, and it actually just means specialized feedback. So, looking over something, reading something, thinking critically, analytically, noticing the problems, noticing what's not making sense, and fixing it. And they go on to talk about important functions of criticism, which I thought was really interesting. They mentioned the phrase consumer protection, which was an interesting sentence because I was under the guise thinking, oh, consumer meaning products, commercialism. But in actuality, they were talking about, they have this phrase called consumer of persuasion that they're referring to, protecting against persuasion, which I thought was very interesting. And the more I thought about it, I noticed the link between consuming, buying products, and the advertisements that go behind it, and how people try to persuade you to buy their products and using different words and phrases to help them sell it. And that's exemplified in our textbook, Reading Pop Culture, in the essay by William Lutz called "With These Words, I Can Sell You Anything." And so in his essay, he talks about how essentially advertisers, they have certain keywords that they go to as like false promises, trying to trick consumers to think that their product does something that maybe it doesn't necessarily do or doesn't do fully, but using some of these words, it can kind of trick people into believing that. So one of the biggest words is the word helps. And so the example they used in the book, they were talking about cold medicine or cough syrup. So in their advertisement, most people will say helps relieve coughing or flu symptoms or something like that. And so looking closer, thinking about it analytically, the word helps only means to aid or assist, meaning that it's not gonna cure you of anything, which most people think of when they take cough syrup. It's like, oh, I'll take this and it'll cure me of my cold, which it doesn't really mean. It really just means to alleviate your symptoms. So that's an example in the real world, thinking critically, analyzing things, especially advertising, which connects to my news article that I picked out, which was about e-cigarettes, which are really popular, super relevant right now. So funnily enough, e-cigarettes, I learned through the article, have been on the market for about 10 years, but have only gotten popular, I'd say, in like the last few years. So when they first came on the market, they were advertised as they would be less harmful than traditional smoking, and they'd help smokers quit cigarettes, which all in all seemed pretty good. But through reading the article, I learned that the FDA has yet to review these products to determine whether these promises are true or they offer any benefits to public health in comparison to cigarettes. And it's really interesting because one of the more popular companies that produce these e-cigarettes, Juul, probably heard of it. So how Juul first advertised, they would use educational and anti-smoking campaigns to, promote their product, but they did it and they targeted kids, like minors, which is crazy because their ads were, oh, we're doing a good thing, anti-smoking, stay away from it. But they did it by using cartoons, so obviously targeting minors, trying to get them to buy their product. And so that again links to, mindful reading, thinking critically, and seeing that, like they said in chapter 2 of Rhetorical Acts, you need to be protected from persuasion from these companies, and you have to think critically so you don't get duped. So that's it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.